you doing? This is Campson, and if you have never tuned in before, I blog about sickle cell anemia, life, relationships, spirituality, pretty much everything. I talk about the topics that people tell me they would like me to talk about, questions, advice, tips to manage sickle cell anemia, and all the things you deal with it. So that's just a little overview of what I do. Oh, and I also do prophetic dreams. So I have these crazy dreams, and at first I thought nothing of it, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm going to start sharing this with other people. So I'm sharing it. First thing I wanted to say was I had another dream. Okay, so this is like an update or whatever from the last dream. But in this dream, I dreamed I had a suit on. And the suit was like kind of robotic. It made me stronger. So I was kind of like, it was kind of like being a symbiotic host, I guess you would say. So the suit is attached to me, but whatever I do, my neuro signals control what the suit does. And the suit is robotic. If you could picture Terminator being able to do those things, it was like that. And people were everywhere, like it was pure disaster. People were running, screaming. It was people dying everywhere, dead people everywhere. And it was a battle going on between one set of people and another set, and it was almost like a good and a bad type of thing. And I'm assuming I was on the good side, and when I woke up in this dream, I was already in the suit, and I was in the middle of the action. So, but I had my own consciousness that I have now. So I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what am I doing here? When I figured it out, a car was being through at me. At that point, I was like, okay, I need to run. So I'm running, and keep in mind, when I had these visions, you know, not just dreams, they think that they're so real. When my friend was telling me, like, I was, like, panicking in my sleep, and she knows when I'm having those visions, I'm literally sweating in my sleep, and in this dream, I ran, and I jumped, and I was able to jump over a whole apartment building in this suit. The suit is pretty lightweight, it's not heavy. And what other details I give? There were no buttons. So like I said, my neural signals controlled everything that it did. The people I was fighting were way better than I was. They could stay in the air a lot longer than I could. So I'm fighting back, not knowing why I'm fighting and what's going on. And I noticed that people are getting on the airplane. There were airports, but they were set up like emergency airports. If you could picture a box and a stand and a lady standing there taking money and tickets and a line and somebody instructing people to get on the plane, this is how it was. And this was the last plane taking off. So if you didn't have a ticket or the money, you couldn't get on. So some type of way I end up out of the suit, and I'm in line to get on this plane. This guy skips me, and I finally get up to the box where the lady was. You know how people play cards in a movie on the box? That's how it was set up. And I'm in line. I give her the money to get on the plane. I get on the plane. It was 3 seats, 3 rows, not in front and behind each other, over top of each other. So some people's head was touching the top of the airplane, and it was like plastic seats just sitting right there. So it's like they made the plane have more seats than it was built with. This was crazy, and so it was people crying, babies crying, babies needing bottles. There was a shortage of food, a shortage of water. People were fighting over a little bit of food that people did have. If you pulled some food out, it was going to be a fight over it. And I'm on this plane, and it was so crazy. And what I remember most is I just felt afraid. It was the scariest feeling in my life. I don't know where we were going, because if this was in the last days, you can't run from God. But I think people were trying to run from the disaster in their area. They were thinking, let's go to a safe place. And there were places set up that were supposed to be safe havens. So this is where the plane was going. And that's pretty much all I remember. I woke up after that. So, I mean, I don't know, you know, if something's going to happen or whatever, but my dreams are usually accurate. But like I said, another thing I noticed was to get a ticket, you had to have this number or something. It was something they was showing the lady to know whether or not you can get on. Because a lot of people got turned down. A lot of people were told you can't get on the plane for whatever reason. So I'm assuming that's, you know, kind of like the mark of the beast, what it's going to be and what you're going to be able to do with it and what you can't do without it. So it was crazy. All the cars were wrecked. All the cars like they had been exploded or wrecked or something. There were no new cars and nice looking cars. Like all the cars had been like through hell, literally. As far as my surroundings, that's all I remember. I just remember chaos everywhere. So that's it. That's my new dream. I'm going to post this. I'm going to try to post it today. I've been having computer problems, so I'm going to post this today for you. All right, well, that's it. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Sometimes you all can tell me more, and it helps me understand some of the things that I see in these visions. All right, and I love you so much. I love my viewers so much. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm going to be doing a lot of crazy things, a little bit of everything. So subscribe. All right, peace out. Bye-bye.